family is laughing at this very, very significant occasion. Okay, Dr. Arnold, you got it together? Good evening. I'm Jennifer Rabb and have the enormous privilege of serving as the president of Hunter College, where the American dream still comes true 150 years after our founding. It is a great pleasure to welcome you to this joyous ceremony. We are gathered in this beautiful historic house, and which has a special significance. This was the home that Sarah Roosevelt built for Franklin and Eleanor when they were newlyweds. Eleanor often needed to get out of the house when she was living with her mother-in-law, and one of the things that she did was teach calisthenics down in the settlement house. So Eleanor was someone who truly understood the importance of movement and artistry, and so how wonderful that we mark this honorary degree today. So we are here first to present Jody Arnhold, the inspiring woman who's devoted her life to bring the joy of dance into everyone's life with a richly deserved honorary degree. We will then present to the graduates of the magnificent dance education program that she has started their pins, the tangible emblem of their achievements. These pins have a very special meaning because they're inspired by Jody's devotion to bringing the noble and powerful art of dance to every child in New York City. It is a devotion that runs deep, tracing back to her 25 years as a dance teacher in New York public schools. The experience that taught her that dance is, or should be, or in Jody's words, must be, an integral part of a complete education. Young people are best introduced to dance, she believes, in their early years, and she believes mightily and correctly that it takes more than a trained dancer to spread the art of dance. It requires dancers who are trained to teach. Jody and I first met in 2007 when I had a vision to make Hunter the public school of the arts in New York City. To do so, we needed to grow and bolster our dance program. Jody was already becoming a legend in the dance world, the creator of Dance Education Laboratory at the 92nd Street Y, the vice chair of the Center for Arts Education, and the co-chair of the DOE committee that created the Blueprint for Teaching and Learning in Dance, K through 12, something she keeps refreshing diligently over the years. I went around New York City asking who understands dance education, and to a person, each artist and expert I asked, answered before the question was finished, "Do you not know Jody Arnhold?" And so began an extraordinary partnership. Jody taught me, as she has so many others, about dance education. She shared her many visions, and together we realized a big dream. Her interests were aligned with Hunter's. Jody dreamed of creating a new generation of dance teachers in schools that had been deprived of dance educators since New York City's fiscal crisis. And at Hunter, we knew we should combine the resources of our historic School of Education, which educates 10% of all teachers in the New York City public schools, with those of our storied dance program in order to train a new army of certified dance teachers. The results, thanks to her incredible generosity and that her partnership with her wonderful husband, John, is the Arnhold Dance Education Program, AGDEP. In the 12 years since AGDEP was launched, some 150 graduates have been brought the artistry and the power of dance to our city's classrooms. That's simply amazing, 150 certified educators. As important as this achievement is, it is only one of the incredible things that Jody's done for dance and for our city. Her passion and generosity helped Hunter realize our dream of transforming the Hunter Dance program into a full-fledged dance department, the only one of its kind in the entire CUNY system. Our dance programs, and especially AGDEP, have helped make Hunter the Public University of the Arts in New York, the arts capital of the world, and the dance department's extraordinary contributions are a major why we play this role. We are so proud to provide our diverse and talented students with an affordable and excellent education that allows them to graduate with little or no debt, with an invaluable training so they can pursue their dreams of careers in the arts. Jody's determination to lift Hunter College into the dance stratosphere then moved beyond AGDEP. With the Arnhold family's generous support, thanks to Jody and John, in 2019, we opened the Jody Studio and the Arnhold Graduate Dance Research Center. We are so grateful that Jody's father-in-law, Henry Arnhold, who loved Jody's passion for dance, helped us cut that ribbon. Let me tell you a story about the Jody's creation, which will give you an idea of what it's like to work with her when Jody is determined to get a dance project done. An experience that made me sympathetic to you, John. The Jody is located on the 5th floor of Thomas Hunter Hall, and space is at a premium at Hunter College. Previously, our dance facilities were housed only on the 6th and 7th floor. But then one day, I left Jody Arnhold alone with our architect for 5 minutes. And when I came back, she had somehow annexed most of the 5th floor for dance. So the 5th floor is the Jody, the Graduate Dance Research Center. Next year, we will open the Hearst Studio, and I think, Jody, that's just all the space on the 5th floor. Jody's vision can be simply stated. Her daughter, Julia, who I'm so happy is with us today, along with her wonderful brother, Paul, was the one who said it best. Mom, you just want everyone to dance. This passion started early, when Jody was just 15 and sold the keys to her neighborhood dance studio to start teaching younger children. Fortunately, the statute of limitations is passed for that crime. Her ties to our college run deep. Her mother and 2 aunts attended Hunter, so she grew up in a purple family, and we think this family exemplifies an old Hunter saying, you can always tell a Hunter girl, but you can't tell her much. Jody was the founding chair of our Dance Advisory Board, and she's been an invaluable member of our Foundation Board of Trustees over the past decade. Her commitment to dance education touches many other New York institutions. She's on the DOE Arts Advisory Committee, and in fact, there is no DOE chancellor who has not been nudged, nagged, cajoled, or taught about dance by Jody Arnhold. She's a former chair of Ballet Hispanico and was the driving force that made that company the great success it is. She recently became chair of the 92nd Street Y, which opened the beautiful Arnhold Center for its dance programs, and where she established the very historic and extraordinary Dell program. Jody serves on the board of Dance NYC and on the Harkness Foundation for Dance to make sure that everything that she has stood for and that we live on in a higher education. She went on to create a doctorate in dance education and the Arnhold Institute for Dance Education at Columbia's Teachers College. For me personally, I am proud to say that Jody is a joy to know, someone I truly love. She is wise, she's compassionate. There is a saying on Passover related to when the Jews fled Egypt, Dayenu, that it would have been enough. To list everything that Jody has done for dance, to start with what she's done for Hunter, it would have been enough. For DOE, it would have been enough. For Dell, it would have been enough. For Columbia. And then we add all the things she's done behind the scenes for dance. Her relentless promotion of the art to every funder and every public official. Again, Dayenu. Her role as the matriarch of dance and the convener of formal conferences, kibiting sessions, opening her home to every dance company, established and fledgling. It would have been enough. But we add today to her incredible role as the advocate, as the doyen of dance in the city, to being an extraordinary person, a wonderful friend, a fabulous wife, and perhaps even better mother and even better grandmother. So, Dayenu, Jody, you do so much for this city. I can think of no person more worthy of this honorary degree. You are a true, as we say in academia, a true mensch. So, Jody, please step forward. Jody Gottfried Arnhold. Jody Gottfried Arnhold, you have devoted your career to a magnificent cause, advocating for the art of dance, funding transformative dance education programs, and giving generously of your time, energy, and imagination to make them succeed. You have created new career paths for generations of dancers through the AgDep program at Hunter, whose graduates have touched the lives of countless thousands of children in the most joyful of ways. You are now considered the most influential dance advisor and philanthropist in our nation, having established educational programs across the land. You have made New York and the nation a better place through your devotion to childhood education and your enrichment of the arts. It is therefore my privilege to present you with one of Hunter's highest honors, our honorary degree, the Doctor of Humane Letters. Hunter's motto is Mihi Cura Futuri, the care of the future is mine, And nobody better represents caring for the future than you, Jody Arnhold, through your promotion of dance and the idea of educating all to learn it, to practice it, and to love it. Here to join in the hooding ceremony are representatives of your amazing program. We start with Alexa Anise, who will help hood you. Alexa danced on Broadway in the Winter Garden and has also been featured in TV shows. Graduate of LaGuardia High School, she is a recent graduate and has started teaching in PS 312 in Bergen Beach, Brooklyn. Christina Michelli was such an outstanding student when she received her AgDep degree that she won the Dance Educator Award. She is truly a dedicated professional and has been teaching in Queens middle schools. D'Angelo Blanchard, who came from a small town in Ohio, didn't start dancing till middle school, but when he started, he couldn't stop. His high school teachers saw his talent, and as a first-generation college student, he continued his training in Ohio, then moved to New York, where he's danced with companies around the world before becoming a teacher at Bronxdale High School and one of the best advocates for dance education in our city, a member of the inaugural cohort of Lincoln Center Scholars that graduated from AgDep in 2016. And Diana Peterson, another AgDep success story, working as a K-12 dance educator in public schools for more than a decade. Because of this program, is now a full-time dance teacher with students with social, emotional, and learning disabilities. So I will now ask our students to hood Jody. Okay. And now, in accordance with the authority vested in me by law and the actions of the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, I confer upon you, Jody Arnhold, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations, Dr. Arnhold. Before we hear from Dr. Arnhold and family, that's the word now. It's no more mom. D'Angelo has some few words as an alum and as somebody who really truly lives Jody's mission and the Hunter mission of caring for the future. D'Angelo, we're very, very proud of you, and we know that there's no one better than to speak about Jody's impact on our youth. D'Angelo.
So this is a new thing for me to have things written down. For those of you who know me, I usually like to come from the top of the head, but since I'm coming from the heart, I'm going to write it down so I can effectively and efficiently say what I need to say. And I did not use AI to generate this. Yeah, so I'm excited. So, the choreography of going back, looking at you making pensive stares, looking at her, making sure she feels the love. We're going to do this together, okay? My name is D'Angelo Blanchard, and I'm a graduate of the Arnhold Graduate Dance Education Program as a student within the inaugural cohort of the Lincoln Center Scholars. The last time I got to speak about this amazing woman was the first time I made a public appearance since the pandemic. Picture it, Times Square, June 2021. Hey, Russell. Freshly adorned with a mask, sweating, I had to battle an infamously named presidential monitor that was always met with the blazing June sun right when I needed to say a word without messing up. And I had to read it with a suit and tie, pandemic weight, making things not fit. Large puddle of sweat, and that effectively evaporated, thankfully. But I always got to look over to Jody's infectious smile. She was receiving the Marion High School Award, an award that celebrates the extraordinary individuals who embody the spirit of generosity and grit. If that doesn't describe Jody. The spirit of generosity and grit was something I had the pleasure to get to know firsthand. As most of you, my introduction to John and Jody Arnhold was birthed from the Midwestern obsession with being a Lincoln Center patron. from the comfort of my Columbus, Ohio living room watching PBS dance specials. I continue to hear about the donations and gifts to keep arts alive through her patronage, and then to be in a program named after her sounded like a typical philanthropist. But you could have bought me with a penny when I walked into a class that was taught by Jody Arnhold. And guess who had the nerve to be the teacher? And she knew what she was talking about. And then she demonstrated the very things that she wanted us to learn. I would have never thought it possible. There's a little bit more to this artistry through education thing than generosity and grit when it comes to you. When someone teaches and mentors from their heart. There's a little bit more than just generosity and grit when someone asks you what you need and then expects you to answer them. There's a little bit more than generosity and grit when someone shows up for you when you don't even ask them to be there. Before I wrap, was that it? Yeah. Before I wrap, because I wanted to keep it succinct because it's about her. And I must touch upon the human qualities that makes this brilliant individual so deserving of the title that it was just bestowed upon her. Freshly adorned in that mask in 2021, Jody was the first person that I actually gave access to me in the presence since my mother had passed away. I'm so thankful she got to meet my mother during the pinning ceremony, mine, in 2016. She was excited to meet you, Kathleen, and my classmates, and as mothers do, as y'all know, she doted over the fact that we were her babies and that she was so excited for us. And as mothers often remind us, we will always be their babies. With that being said, I'm glad to be here to express my gratitude, my amazement, my love for you. In the Black community, we have adopted a phrase for moments like these that many of us find honor in doing. It's called giving someone their flowers while they're still here to receive them. Guess what, y'all? It's a practice that originated in Africa. So, as you receive your flowers, your rightful title, and your due praise for success, I'm thankful that you also get to witness the seeds that you've planted, turning into trees bearing fruit for many dance educator generation to come. Thank you, Dr. Jody.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, D'Angelo, and a lot was not said about you. Thank you, Jennifer, for your vision, for your support, for your leadership of the arts at Hunter College, especially dance and dance education. Your dedication to the Arnhold Graduate Dance Education Program has helped transform the landscape of dance education in New York City and beyond. As you embark on your next chapter, please know that we will honor your legacy and carry the dance education torch forward. Thank you to the Hunter Dance faculty, the Hunter Dance Advisory Board, the Hunter School of Education, and the entire Hunter College community. My mother, Lenora Marcus Gottfried, was a proud Hunter graduate, class of 1935. She was a biology major and graduated at age 19 in the heart of the Great Depression. She received some advice that led her to a job when there were no jobs. She passed that advice on to me. If you want something, in Yiddish, hach mir chainik. In English, rattle my tea kettle, or don't take no for an answer. I know my mother would be proud to see me here today, as would my Aunt Fritzie, Aunt Ruth, Aunt Susie, Cousin Rachel, all proud Hunter girls. I dedicate this honorary doctorate to the hundreds of dance educators teaching in New York City public schools and to the cohort of AGDEP graduates that are here with us today. This is for you. It is your unwavering commitment to educating the next generation of young artists that fuels me as an educator and advocate. For the last 25 years, my #1 mission has been Dance for Every Child. This idea grew out of my decades teaching in New York City public schools. In 1977, I was teaching dance at PS 75 on the Upper West Side. Ballet Hispanico was the dance company in residence. I saw the way Ballet Hispanico dancers, educators, worked with my students, connecting to their curriculum, inspiring them, being role models. Learning through dance is deep and profound. It cannot be replicated sitting at a desk. The light bulb went off. I said to myself, this should happen in every school. Every school needs a certified dance educator supported by a cultural organization. And there was the big idea. Dance for Every Child, a quality, sequential, culturally relevant dance education for every child in every school. Thank you to the dance educators working every day to make the dream of Dance for Every Child a reality. You are my heroes. I must thank my husband, John, for supporting every wild idea I've ever had. And to my children, Julia and Paul, thank you for dancing even when you didn't want to. And for ensuring that your children, my grandchildren, experience the profound power of the arts, especially dance. Thank you. That's it.
So well done. I think you have a future in this education thing. So now, as we congratulate Dr. Arnhold, we are going to bring up the students that she made possible in their education, and we congratulate our AGDEP graduates. Graduates, you are joining a remarkable corps of educators who are bringing the values of dance to generations of school children. The pins you are about to receive will signify your membership in this community and the pride that goes with it. Your success is your own, but it is also a testimony to the extraordinary support and guidance of your faculty and of the AGDEP program. So we are very happy today to be joined with the leader of the program, Anna Fregosi, whose devotion to dance is lifelong. It began in her childhood. It was inspired when she got her degree at Hunter College. She also lives our Hunter mission of caring for the future by mentoring the extraordinary dance teachers we will recognize today. So Dr. Arnhold, I'll ask you to come back to the podium to explain this extraordinary pin that you have created for the wonderful graduates of this program. Dr. Arnhold.
When the Arnhold Graduate Dance Education Program was founded 13 years ago, the vision was to create a program for ambitious artists and educators looking for challenge, personal growth, and professional advancement in a safe, supportive, inclusive community. The goal, simple: create a pipeline of dance educators certified and prepared to teach dance in New York City public schools. AGDEP has done that and so much more. Including your cohort, we have graduated 150 certified dance educators and have become a national model for creating an ecosystem that allows dance education to flourish in public schools. That is worth celebrating. Graduates, you are dancers. You are teachers. You are dance educators. I am so proud of what you've accomplished. I look forward to witnessing the many contributions you will make to our glorious field. I hope you will stay connected and stay involved with AgDep and its community of educators. Please use Anna, your most valuable resource, to connect you to the Department of Education and a network of dance educators. In Anna, you have a fierce ally. I've known Anna since she arrived from the Canary Islands to study choreography at Nicolai Dance Theater. She took the very first dance education laboratory class at the 92nd Street Y in 1995. After that class, she said, "This is what I want to do. I'm going to college." She enrolled at Borough of Manhattan Community College and then at Hunter, where she graduated with a double major in dance and education. She received a fellowship to Sarah Lawrence College, where she earned her master's degree. Anna began her dance education career at PS 315 in Brooklyn. As with everyone, her first year was hard. You know that. The second year was easier. The third year, you begin to hit your stride. By year 5, Anna was a master teacher. She became director of dance at the New York City Department of Education and a doctoral student in dance education at Teachers College, Columbia University. In 2019, she became the director of AgDep. Anna's story is one of focus, determination, dedication, perseverance. She's grown into a leader in dance education, a teacher's teacher. Let Anna's story be an inspiration to you. AgDep graduates, as you think about the next step on your journey, I ask you to consider your teachers, your mentors. Who had the greatest impact on you? Then ask yourself, what is my responsibility to the next generation? Let this inform you. Think about the artist, educator, leader you want to be. As a dance educator, you will change lives, change classrooms, change schools, change communities, change the world, possibly save democracy. Imagine what our culture would be. Imagine what our culture would be if all children were dance literate. With your work, we are one step closer to the dream, dance for every child. And know that the applause you receive in the studio or on the stage pales in comparison to the applause you will hear when your students perform. There's just nothing like it. Please remember these 4 things. By your students, you will be taught. There is no dance without dance education. Make sure dance is at the table wherever education is discussed. And lastly, don't take no for an answer. I have the highest expectations for each of you. I ask you to commit to excellence. I ask you to give the gift of dance to every child you teach. We are forever connected. I commit to helping you however I can, whenever I can, wherever I can. Anna will make sure that each of you has my contact information. I expect to hear from you. Today, each AgDep graduate will receive a very special pin designed by my friend, the artist Kiwan Wang. Kiwan, would you please stand? Kiwan has made 150 of these special pins, and they are of great significance. The A stands for Arnhold Dance Scholar, Arnhold Graduate Dance Education Program at Hunter College. The triangle is for the triple threat, artist, educator, scholar. The infinity sign represents your never-ending commitment to lifelong learning and leadership. The pearl is the world. the universe, and the Hunter motto, Mihi Cura Futuri, the care of the future is mine. The circle stands for the unbreakable bond built at Hunter within the AgDep community and the continuous circle of commitment as alumni go forth as leaders in dance education. Graduates from the class of 2023, as I call the names of those of you that are here today, please join me to receive your pin. Mariah Maizanet Aldarondo. Sarah Green. Diana Peterson. Alexa Anise. Kaylin Carlucci. Freyani Patrice. Did I get everyone? Christina? Christina Maselli. AgDep graduates, wear this pin proudly. It symbolizes your tremendous accomplishment. It symbolizes that you've graduated from this program. If you see somebody else wearing it, it means they graduated from this program. You have earned an important credential. I hope it will open many doors and bring you much satisfaction. Congratulations. Go forth, be brilliant, and have so much fun. And now I call on Anna Neri Fragoso.
I feel like running away. You know how I'm gonna follow all of this? It's like really, really tough. But thank you, President Raab. Thank you, our deans, Andrew Polsky, Gregory Mosher, Jennifer Tuten, and our dance department chair, Paul Dennis. And congratulations. Congratulations to our most recent AgDep graduates. You did it. It's amazing, amazing. I'm I'm so proud of all of you. You're all about to begin a new journey in your lives, and as you move forward in your dance education careers, I invite you to continue to grow, to continue your growth, making valuable contributions in our field with innovative pedagogical practices that inspire our younger dancers, and cultivate and sustain a world that is empathic, creative, mindful, kind, open-minded, experiential, and inclusive. Please stay connected with us at Hunter and with each other. I strongly believe that as dance educators, the most transformational experiences occur when we are encouraged to work together, learn from and support each other, and actively and generously participate in a professional community to share our practice. dear Jody. Congratulations on your doctorate of humane letters for your visionary leadership in dance education. I don't know anyone who deserves this honor more than you do. Over the last 3 decades, you have created an incredibly strong community of creative and reflective dance artists and educators committed to giving every child the opportunity to have access to high-quality dance education. After a 25-year-old dance teaching career in public education, you founded the Dance Education Laboratory, DEL. In 1995, she told the story. I'm not going to repeat it. I met you that year in our first year of the DEL, and in my course notebook, which I still have, has some sentences written in Spanish and some in English, because I was still learning the language then. But even so, I could sense at that time your brilliance, your passion, your determination, and most of all, your plan. A woman on a mission. John, Paul, Julia. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You do. I know you do. I fell in love with your vision of having a dance teacher in every school, so I decided to become a public school dance teacher just like you. When I shared my decision, and she kind of told the story a little bit, you said with your own no-nonsense way, Anna, you must go back to school to get your teaching certification. So I did, came to Hunter, graduated from Hunter with a BA in dance education, and the rest is our story, and she tells it much better than I do. At DEL, so many of us have discovered for the first time what a holistic pre-K-12 dance pedagogy looks and feels like. The laboratory nature of the program invites dance educators for diverse communities to experience embodied exploration and discovery in a highly collaborative learning environment. We engage in dance-making centering the child as an artist, culturally responsive practices, educational inquiry, and collective self-reflection to develop our teaching practice and grow side by side. Your vision of creating a supportive, inclusive, and nurturing professional learning home for New York City dance teachers soon became the seed of the strong and unique dance education community we have become. Many of us have gathered here today to celebrate you, to honor you. We have witnessed how you have, over the years, created partnerships with professional dance companies to help them develop strong dance education programs and to build bridges between the New York City DOE dance programs and the dance field. You established the On-Hold New Dance Teacher Support Program to help our novice dance teachers overcome the challenges of the first 2 years in the field. I wish I would have been in that program when I began teaching. And the purpose is for them to not just to overcome those challenges, but to thrive and to build comprehensive sequential dance programs for our youngest dancers. And all of you will become part of that program. You partnered with Hunter College to create the On-Hold Graduate Dance Education Program to ensure that dance artists from all backgrounds could learn about pedagogical theories applicable to dance instruction, engage in inquiry and research, explore strategies for working with diverse learners, develop age-appropriate and culturally responsive dance curriculum, and develop a lifelong reflective teaching practice in dance. And if that wasn't enough, you then ask, what else can we do to nurture the generation of dance education scholars? And 6 years ago, you made possible the creation of the Dance Education Doctoral Program at Teachers College, where many of us continue our journey to investigate and ask questions about dance, leadership, movement scientists, and educational practices. These are just a few of the many initiatives you have contributed to the field of dance education in New York City. We would be here all night if I were to start describing your incredible abilities, your qualities, and endless accomplishments, but some of our guests may need to get home. With your remarkable dedication, passion, and generosity, you have touched the lives of so many young dancers and their teachers. You have become, over the years, a dear mentor for many of us and have tirelessly and creatively shown us the way. You are the godmother of dance education, and with your wisdom and phenomenal strategic vision, you have helped bring dance to thousands of children across the city and beyond. You are an inspiration and a role model, not just for me, but to all who believe in the dream of dance education for every child. Thank you, Joey. Congratulations.
So Dr. Arnhold would like to share her wisdom with you upstairs in a reception in her honor, so please join us upstairs. Thank you, Dr.